Hey church family, this is the pastor. Wanted to give you the opportunity to meet today some of my friends Kirk and April Greer and talk to you a little bit about life groups. You may have in your mind a little bit of what life group is or Bible studies are here at Cottonwood, but truthfully they're probably more than you think. And so I want to introduce you to Kirk. He leads one of our life groups here. Let him tell you a little bit about what goes on in their life, the ministry that takes place out of that life group, not just to the families in the life group, but the community, as well as the impact they're having in missions. So, Kirk, first of all, tell us a little bit about yourselves.
April and I have been married for 17 years. We have 3 daughters, 7th grade, 5th grade, and 3rd grade, and we've been at Cottonwood now for almost 4 years.
Now, when you came to Cottonwood early in your life here at the church, you got connected. What were kind of the first things that you did when you got here?
Yeah, we got to Cottonwood right at the wrap-up of the Faith at Home series, and that for us was just warm water to a dry sponge, and we immediately plugged into that ministry, began teaching some of the milestone classes, predominantly Milestone 1 and Milestone 2.
Very good. Then we gave you a call, and you helped us start a new life group. And so in your life group, what would be the ages of the folks in that life group?
What would you say? We have families with kids probably from 2 years old up through high school.
And you meet on Sunday mornings, right?
Sunday mornings, 9:30.
9:30, then you go to the 11 o'clock 11 o'clock worship service. But that's not all there is to y'all's life group. So tell us some of the other things that are going on in your life group that really excite you.
Yeah, far from it. In fact, this whole structure for us is really an opportunity to do life with other believers, and that's what really excites us about it, and to be able to disciple one another and encourage one another. And that only happens, you only get quality of time with people when you have quantity of time. So we're very actively involved in having lunch together, serving together, and just doing life together, quite frankly. So we have men's Bible studies and women's Bible studies that meet very regularly. We have guys' nights out and girls' nights out. And then we've started recently, especially around the church's focus on community groups at home, even starting what we call, our class is called, our life group is called the Living Faith. And so we've even started Living Faith at Home, where we recognized that we had a number of people in our class that were on staff, as a matter of fact. And so they just never got to come to community group together, to life group together. And so we thought, well, how can we minister to those families? And so we've started to meet about once every 3 to 4 weeks at somebody's house where anybody can come, bring their families. The kids all go to a park and play generally, and the adults stick around for some social time and usually a time of where we open up the Word and do some prayer requests and things like that. So in addition to that, we're very involved in missions. We've recently taken on a couple of missions projects as a class, and for us that means involving the whole family. So when we come to pack buckets for Haiti, or when we decide to pack backpacks, that's a family endeavor in our class where we get to work alongside the kids. That's exciting.
And it is exciting for me as a pastor and us as a church family to hear about this life group that's not just an opportunity to meet on Sunday morning, but throughout the week as well. And you mentioned guys getting together for guys groups and the ladies doing the same thing, but then also being on mission together. You know, we're to be salt and light in your class. Just like many others at our church, you're involved in being on mission together. But you mentioned something, when we go on mission, it's a family endeavor. And so is that kind of your purpose and focus, to let the whole family serve together and be on mission together?
It is. We want to involve the kids whenever we can. And really, if you're a family with 2 or 3 kids, that's really, at this stage and with our kids' ages, that's really the heartbeat of your family life is around those children. And so we just feel it's imperative that we include them in these things that we do. And the kids have blossomed because of it. It's really been interesting to see how much more they enjoy coming to church. They enjoyed it before, but they really now know other kids in their Sunday school classes or in their youth groups is a function of being able to serve together. It's fun.
Now, April, y'all also have some ladies' things, and so y'all get together, study the Bible, enjoy a dinner out or something. What do y'all do as ladies?
We have women's events. We try to do it every 4 to 6 weeks, and we get together for dinners or pedicures, or we had a painting activity about a month ago, and then we are about to start our fall Bible study also, and we get together at night and open God's Word together.
very good. Now, Kirk, I'm assuming that the guys don't go get their nails done when...
Not generally.
Not
It's usually happening at Top Golf.
Okay.
Or main event. Yeah.
Very good, very good. And along with that, as you start out of your life group that meets on Sunday morning, you also have those home groups that meet together. Probably going to fit right in and flow right in with our ministry of starting more and more life groups at home. Would you assume that you'll use some of our curriculum, or how do you see those happening in the future?
Absolutely. I think part of the discipleship process is that you're discipling up other leaders, and that's just kind of a real goal of ours as well. And so we have probably several people that are ready and willing to take on additional community group roles as that expands, and we're excited about that.
So, church family, hopefully that'll let you know a little bit about what our life groups do, and this is just one of the classes that you can be involved in, whether you're a newlywed or a young adult, not married, whether you're a senior adult. This is what life group's all about. It's not about just meeting together for Bible study. It's doing life together. It's being salt and light together. It's really being Great Commission Christians, where we are about certainly worshiping together corporately as a church, but then in small group settings, also apart from church, doing life together, but then ultimately being witnesses in our Jerusalem, Judea, Samaria, and even to the remotest parts of the earth. So that's Life Group.